Welcome to the Freedive Café, episode 18 with Alessia Zecchini. My name is Donnie, host of the Freedive Café. The Freedive Café is a long-form interviews that get into the backstories, the training, the challenges, the passions and fears and personal philosophies of the merry band of breath holders known as Freedivers. The Freedive Café website is at freedivecafé.com. You can find all the episodes and the show notes and the new blog there. Please like the Facebook page if you like the show. That's at facebook.com/freedivecafe, and share the content with your friends and acquaintances. Today's episode is brought to you by Octopus Freediving. I'm sure you guys have all seen those funky octopus nose clips out there. They come in all kinds of cool colors, and I'm especially happy to have them support this episode because I use an octopus nose clip and I honestly just love it. As soon as I tried this nose clip, I never turned back to my old one. It just fits my nose so well. It doesn't cause any pain or discomfort like my last nose clip did. I feel like it's built to last. I don't see how it could ever fall apart. It's just so well designed, and it's a funky accessory to have around the neck when you're not diving too. These nose clips were designed by Swiss designer and freediver Pascal Berger. Pascal is an extremely accomplished freediver himself. He's been all the way down to 131 meters in variable weight. He's committed to bringing top quality, sexy, specialized equipment to this fast growing freediving world. And you guys are in luck today because Octopus has a very special offer only for Freedive Café listeners and only for a limited time. That is, if you order a nose clip or several nose clips from their website and you use the discount code OCTOFREESHIP, that is OCTOFREESHIP, OCTOFREESHIP, you will get free shipping on your order anywhere in the world. This is a pretty awesome offer because you know how much shipping can cost, and it often puts me off buying small things like this. This offer is only for Freedive Café listeners and will be active for the next 2 weeks until February 5th. So don't faff around, just go to their website, octopusfreediving.com, and use the code OCTOFREESHIP to get free shipping. If you visit Alessia's page on the website, you'll also find a link to the Octopus website there and details about the offer. Okay, let's get down to business. Today's episode is short and sweet. I didn't have much time with Alessia, but we made the most of it. Who is Alessia Zecchini? Alessia is from Rome and is based there when she isn't traveling around the world. She's only 25 years old and started freediving when she was just 13 years old. In her first Italian championships at age 18, she won 2 silver medals. Since then, she's won too many golds, silvers and bronzes across several disciplines to list. She is the current AIDA world record holder in constant weight with an astonishing 104 meter dive, and CMAS world record holder in dynamic with fins at 250 meters. I hope you guys enjoy our little chats. Let's dive. Yeah, so thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and for all the listeners of the show too.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
First question is, where are you from actually? I know you're from Italy, but whereabouts in Italy are you from?
Roma.
And are you in Rome right now?
Yes, now yes.
So you're back in Rome, I guess, relaxing and recovering after the competition in Turkey, right?
Yes, but I started already to train again. And yeah, I'm waiting for surgeries because I have to do 2 surgeries for my arms.
So what kind of surgery do you need to do, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, in one arm I have to remove a metal, and in the other I have to remove a piece of bone that I broken in Honduras before the World Championships.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that the surgery goes quickly and easily and you recover from that.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
So how about you tell us how you first discovered freediving? Like, where did you first, because I know you started very young. I think you were 13 years old. How did you
Yes,
discover freediving?
because I swam in the pool and I love to stay under the water. And I asked for an instructor, and he said me that there is free diving. I say, wow, I want to try. And when I tried, I loved it immediately, and I was able to continue. Yeah.
So when you were 13 and you first started, did you did you really take it quite seriously from the beginning, doing serious training and tables and this kind of thing?
And I can't because had to wait until 18 to compete. So I did the freediving and the volleyball together because I would to compete in some place. Yeah, when I was 17, I started to do finswimming, and when I was 18, I competed for the first time. Yes.
So did you have many years where you only did freediving in the pool, or did you also do some depth from the beginning too?
Yeah, ma'am, only 30 meters because I couldn't to do more because in CMAS there weren't competition in depth, and there were too much scare about the depth some years ago. Yeah.
So did you take like a course with AIDA or some other organization when you did?
Federation,
Uh-huh.
yes. On my federation, yes.
Was there something that you found very difficult about freediving in the beginning? And I'm talking, yeah, I guess about pool and depth both, but was there some challenge that you had to overcome, or was it just easy for you from the beginning?
Yeah, it was easy from the beginning. Yeah, yes, not easy. Yes, maybe a little bit. I would too much push in the pool because I like it. I would to do always more meters, and maybe sometimes I went out a little bit and not so much good. But after I understood that I had to stay calm and improve not too much altogether.
Yeah, it seems like you're a very competitive diver.
Yeah, yes, enough. Yes.
Yeah, you're still quite young too, so I guess that's maybe more typical of younger athletes that they don't pace themselves so much.
Yeah, maybe, sure. Yes, now I am 25, yeah.
So what is your favorite freediving discipline?
Free immersion. I did the first time in vertical blue, but after I trained a lot with Steve, and really I love this discipline. Yeah.
So even though you have a world record in constant weights, you maybe you're going to go for the world record in free immersion now?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So now that you're back in Rome, will you be staying there to train for a while?
Now I go to with a bike or rollerblade, and maybe yeah. So the next month I will go to my pool to train in swimming.
Mhm. So you have a local pool that you train at?
Yes.
And do you have like a group of friends or athletes who you train with there?
No, yes, I have two friends, but different time we have, so it's difficult to train together. So a lot of time I train alone.
Yeah, it can be really hard to, freediving is quite a crazy thing to do, so it's hard to find other crazy people to do it with sometimes.
Yes, sure.
So what is a typical week? Let's say if you're training in the pool, what is a typical week of training like for you?
It's five times in the pool, one time maybe another type of training like bike or rollerblade, and three times I go to the gym, and it's enough. Yes, some stretching, of course, some exercise of breathing.
When you go to the pool to train, are you training exclusively the pool disciplines? Like, will you just, if you're training for dynamic, you just do dynamic? Or would you have days where you do like surface swimming or fin swimming? Do you mix it up a little bit?
Yes, I do a lot of swimming. Yeah, maybe I do really not too much freediving apnea. And if I do only hypercapnic, no hypoxic training. Yeah.
Do you think that your fin swimming background has really helped you to perfect the technique in constant weight?
Yeah, sure. It's really important for me because I learn a good technique for the pool and for the depth also. Yes, but for using the monofin, yes, it's really important.
Mm. I was talking to Aaron Solomons a few weeks ago. He was actually here in Taiwan, so I spoke to him personally, and he said that there are very few people, just a handful of people in the world, to have a good finning technique, and you are one of them. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, swimming helps so much.
You said that you do some other kinds of training like rollerblading. Do you do anything else? Do you do like yoga, lifting weights, any other kind of training outside of freediving?
No, yoga I never try. And no, bike, rollerblade, or okay, some exercise for breathing, no yoga, only for stretching my chest, something like this.
So rollerblading, that's the first time that we've heard rollerblading on the show.
I love rollerblade, really.
Maybe it's the secret, you know? Maybe it's the world's secret, yeah.
Maybe. I love, really. I do 25 kilometers each time.
Oh, wow. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's really some distance, yeah.
Yes, I like it so much.
You know, after listening to this episode, all these young freedivers are going to run out and buy rollerblades, and they're going to start doing 25-kilometer rollerblading exercises.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Yeah. You are the deepest ever woman in the constant weight discipline now, at least in the AIDA records, right? So 104 meters, which you got in vertical blue this year. And you took that from Harako Hirose just minutes after her own world record of 103 meters. So tell me about that day, because I think it was a bit of a messy day, and you know, what happened that day, and how did it feel when you finally knew you had the world record?
It was amazing, sure, but I was enough quite calm, because I used to compete in CMAS that I am always the last, because I like to announce a big performance to start for the last. So when I saw Anako, I was sure that she could do it. I was calm, and I thought that it's like a CMAS competition, so I can't do it. And after, really, it was really amazing. I was really happy. With Steve, because he helped me very much also there. So it was really beautiful.
I mean, it seems like you've progressed really incredibly quickly in your depth. When did you actually start training depth?
In 2012, when CMAS introduced the CMAS competition.
Right. So that was.
But really, 3 weeks in 1 year I trained until last year. Yeah.
Right. So it's a really huge leap in progress in depth. Did you ever have any problems with lung squeezies or anything like this? Did you have, because you don't get to dive deep that often?
No, maybe a little bit when I went in Mediterranean, because it's really cold. So like 3 years ago, a little bit. But now, in the last 2 years, I trained a lot, more than before. So no problem. In hot water, really, no, never.
You know, there was a lot of talk this year about how many blackouts and sambas and red cards there were in the competition, the World Championships. Yeah. Do you think do you think you push too hard sometimes? in search of records?
No, I think no, because if I try to do something, because in my training I do it enough easy, because in competition is always harder. So I think no, maybe I push more in dynamic because it's easy to come out. But in depth, no, because I did maybe 2 blackouts in my life in no fins. It's not so beautiful. Okay, in constant weight now in vertical bloom because I had some problem with food, so with my nutrition, and after I understood this, I know that okay, I can do it.
So you know, I saw in another article that you you had some issue with your food, and that you finally learned what to eat before diving.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about what the problem was and what you learned from that experience?
Yeah, because I used to eat ham and bread in my breakfast, and
Sorry,
I thought
almond bread?
ham,
Ham
prosciutto.
and bread. Okay.
Yes, yes. And in Mama it's really impossible to find it. I don't know why, but I thought that yogurt and cereal was the same, but of course not is not the same. And when I measured my glycemia, I found that it was really, really low. And for this, I understood that I had to change something, and I eat more before the competition, and all was better.
Right. So because you had this problem blacking out because your blood sugar levels were so low, and you just didn't have the fuel to come up from the long dive.
Yes.
So you've said that your objective is to become the second woman in the world after Natalia Molchanova to conquer all the absolute world records. So how long do you think this is going to take you?
I don't know. I have will to do it, but I don't know. I have time. I have time.
Yeah, you certainly have time. Yeah. I mean, she didn't even start until she was 40 years old. So you have how much? You have a 27-year head start. Is that right? 27 years head start. Yeah, it's a pretty good head start. What is do you really take care about what you eat while you're training, or do you just kind of eat whatever you want?
I don't like sweet, so I don't eat sweet, and sure I care, but don't eat some fries, some like this. But I eat the normal what typical Italian person eat, the Mediterranean cuisine. Yes, it's okay.
Do you eat a lot of pasta?
At lunch, pasta. At dinner, meat or fish. Sometimes pizza. That is because I love pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just who was I speaking to? I was speaking to Omar Leuci last week, and he was saying that he doesn't really eat pasta, and it's been like a big problem, like to with his family, trying to make them understand that he can't eat the pasta. In Italy. It's like a big drama,
Of course, sure. Yes.
Do you do? You said you don't do any yoga, but you mentioned stretching. Do you have like a daily stretching routine? Some stretches that you do for your diaphragm, for your rib cage, and things like that.
Now I learned something because I started to train with Martin Zayak, but until now, sincerely, I didn't do nothing. But now I want to start. Yeah, I do stretching after the training, but not something important for. Yeah, it's only after the training. It's enough. But now I want to start to do training more.
So, who is your new coach?
Martin Zayak.
Martin Zayak. So, what is Martin? What new things are Martin bringing to the table? How is he changing your coaching? How is he improving your diving?
I don't know. I started after Cash, And but now I learned something more for equalization, because we went one week in a boat, a safari boat in Egypt, and I stayed with him and I learned many things, also other exercises for stretching. And now we train, and I don't know what we want to do for me, but yeah, it's a good trainer, I think. Really good.
So it's still early days, so we can maybe we can talk again in a year's time and see you
Yes.
answer that question again. Yeah.
Yes, sure.
What do you think about there are some rumors that freediving might go to the Olympics. What do you think about that? Would you like to go to the Olympics and be an Olympian?
Of course, it's a dream. It's really a dream for every athlete, I think. But I think that it's really difficult. We hope, of course, but it's difficult. I hope that in the next World Championship, CMAS, all athletes also from AIDA come, because we have to demonstrate that we are one group all together, not with two different World Championships, because in no sport it's possible to do it. So maybe if in the next World Championship there are many athletes, more than the other years, maybe we can to go to Olympic, but it's really difficult.
So you think that at the moment, because the CMAS and AIDA are kind of a split,
Yes,
that it's not the right, there's not enough unity in the sport, I guess, to convince the Olympic bodies that it's worth taking on this sport.
yes, of course, it's impossible. Maybe we can do a World Championship CMAS, and for AIDA something like a cup, World Cup, like in the sky in other sports. In this mode is possible, but two World Championship it's impossible to do.
When you're training depth, where do you usually train, or are you moving around to different places?
Yeah, if I am in vertical blue, I went 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, to train there, because I like to train the place I have the competition. But if I want to train, I like to go to Egypt, of course, Dab or Sharm, because it's a fantastic place, always good weather, very hot. I like hot. Yeah, because I tried to train in Italy, but it's really difficult. The water is so cold.
Even in the south of Italy? I hear Omar has a nice place in Calabria.
Yes, but the thermocline is so strong.
Right,
I don't like the thermocline.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's okay on the surface, but when you get down to like 60 meters, it's freezing
No,
cold.
after 30 meters, 25, 30. Yes, it's really strong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Have you been to Asia yet? Have you dived anywhere like the Philippines or Indonesia?
No, not yet, but I want to go, sure. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy. If you like the hot weather and no thermocline, then I'm sure you're really going to love Asia.
Sure, yes, I want to go.
If you had to dive in one place now for the rest of your life, where would you choose to dive?
Difficult question.
Yeah, I like that question. It's nice and difficult.
I don't know. I like very much the Blue Hole and the Hub. Yeah, but yeah, it's difficult. But also, it's only 90 meters. So
yeah. It's okay. I'll ask you that one again next year too.
Yes.
Hopefully,
Sure.
Hopefully you'll have a chance to travel to some new places in that time.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you is freediving something of like a spiritual pursuit for you, or is it just a sport for you, or is it a kind of a mixture of the two?
No, for me, it's a sport, really a sport, and yeah, no spiritual, but it's important to focus when you have to do something. So with the visualization, I can do all. For me, yes, it's a sport.
You use some kind of like visualization or meditation techniques to prepare for a dive?
Yes, before the dive, I do visualization of all dive until the beginning, from the end, from the semi satisfaction when I come out. And for me, it really is perfect because I know every time what I have to do.
What do you like to do outside of freediving? And of course, you like to rollerblade. Do you have any interests that are not sporty? Do you like to read, or what are your hobbies?
I like to go to the sea. We have sea near Rome, so I like to go there to see the sunset. Really, I love it because it's fantastic sunset. The sea is very bad, but the sunset is amazing. So if I can, I take my scooter and I go around. I love to drive the scooter, really. So I want to go around.
Oh, you're gonna love it in Asia then even more because everyone has a scooter here.
Yeah, really fantastic.
Yeah. Is Rome a nice city to live in?
Yes, with the scooter. With the car, maybe you can become crazy. But with the scooter, yes, it's so beautiful. And we have the sea really near. In 15 minutes, I can go to the sea. So it's perfect.
Do you ever do any depth training there near Rome?
No, because the sea is very bad. Yes, really dirty. Yes, but beautiful sunset. No, it's impossible. Like 40 kilometers far, yes, there is some place, but only maybe fishing. Some years ago, I went there for fishing, spear fishing.
Do you think about moving sometimes then to somewhere where you can dive deep all the time?
Yes, why not? Yes.
Do you like to watch movies?
Yes, I like it.
What is one of your favorite movies?
My problem is that I never remember the title.
Right.
The title, the actors, nothing. I don't remember. But one I really like is
Have you forgotten?
Yes.
It's okay.
It's a big problem. Yes, I don't remember.
What about books? Do you like books too?
Yes, but in the last year I read really few, really not much.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Story, but no fantasy, no something like this, or story like more thriller or something like this. Yes.
Do you have a book or an author that you would like to recommend to the listeners? Even the Italian listeners, if it's just Italian.
Fabio Volo is a good, really good writer, but okay, not thriller. A good writer of other type of book. And I like it very much. I like him very much.
So I'll put that in the show notes too. Is that only in Italian?
I don't know really.
It's okay.
I think yes, but I don't know.
I'll find out. I'll put it in the show notes. So, what are your plans for this year coming up? Will you attend Vertical Blue and the other competitions, or something else this year?
Yes, I will go to the Walid Boalif competition in Colombia, and after I come back in Italy, I go to World Championship CMAS indoor. After Vertical Blue, after maybe AIDA Team World Championship, if I find a team, and after a World Championship outdoor CMAS, and after the rest, stop. Please finish the year.
Yeah, so that's quite a heavy year that you have planned.
Yes, but good.
Do you have any big plans for the future? Like, do you have a plan for 5 or 10 years down the road, or do you just take it one day at a time?
No, I think 1 year for a year. Yeah, I don't want to think too much. I have no plan for the next year. No.
Well, it sounds like what you're doing right now is is working out for you. So I just want to ask you, because you are one of the deepest people in the world, you are the deepest female in constant weight. How deep do you think we can go? Do you think that we are close to reaching the limits, or do you think we still have a lot further potential?
No, I think that we are far off the limit, sure, because everything is possible to improve. So we are not too much athletes. So if improve the athletes, improve also the limit, and we are far from the limit, sure.
Well, you give me hope. Hopefully I can catch up with you. And by the time the Olympics come along, maybe I can do a 100-meter dive too.
Of course.
So just to finish up, I'd like to ask you if you could say in a few words, why do you freedive?
Because I really love the sea and the silence when I stay under the water, when I am under the water. And it's really beautiful to see what we can see under the water, because it's really, there is another world, amazing world, that we have to respect, sure. And I like to do freediving for this, yes.
Well, it sounds like you're doing everything right, and I wish you a lot of success in the future. I hope you get more records and that you stay
Thank
happy
you.
and enjoy all your diving.
Thank you very much.
I just want to say once again, thank you so much for taking the time out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day there in Rome.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to get ready for my bed now here in Taiwan. So,
Cool, very good.
Alessia, thank you so much. I'll speak to you again another time, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
That was Alessia Zecchini breaking another record with the shortest ever Freedive Cafe episode. That girl is unstoppable, and I'm sure we're going to see some really great things from her in the future. What did you think of the show? Let me know. Add me on Facebook. My name is Donny Mac, DonnyMac. I'm on Instagram as Donny McFar, DonnyMcFar. And I'm here to answer questions and listen to your suggestions for how to make the show better. Don't forget, the Freedive Cafe is a labor of love, and if you love it too, please consider supporting myself and the show with a small Patreon donation. You can find details about that on the website, or go straight to patreon.com/freedivecafe. And if you guys haven't already done so, I urge you to go to audibletrial.com/freedivecafe and sign up for the free trial there. You'll get a free 30-day trial and any audiobook of your choice to keep for life. It costs you absolutely nothing, and they will send me a few dollars if you do, so it's very much appreciated. Remember to subscribe to the show through your favorite podcast provider so you don't miss an episode, and share the Freedive Cafe with your friends. Until next time, dive safe.